we are going to do what I currently have inked and my new little notebook. So this is my pen case from Endless Stationery, I think it's called. And this is where I'm keeping my currently inked pens. So we're going to go through this little notebook and put what I've got inked in here. Currently in here I have 6 pens. Technically this spot is meant to be for an ink cartridge, but it fits these smaller pens and I'm okay with that. Although this one, as you can see, it's got a bit of an issue with the lid situation. That's okay. So I'm going to take them all out of here so we can see them all a bit better and we'll get into it. Okay, so these are the pens I currently have inked. What we shall do, let's see which one we can start. Now this little book hasn't had anything done in it just yet except for writing the pen, the year I got it, what its title is, the nib it came with and how much I bought it for at the time, or it would have been at the time, just as a general idea of where we're going with it. So this is also in the order of how I bought my pen, so we're just going to have to go look for the pens I've got here, which I think are further in. And there's one. Now this is going to be a bit confusing because I've made 2 Franken pens, but I know the cap is the pen basically. So this one's the iguana blue, so the cap and this bit are iguana blue. The difference is I bought the iguana blue with an extra fine nib. However, I now have a double broad nib on this pen, so it's going to be translate a little bit different to what we're showing here. Yeah, so that's fully dried, that sample. It's pretty. That pen did scratch the paper a bit, but it shades well, that one. So this is the next one, which is Vibrant Violet. Now this one actually has the extra fine nib from this pen on it currently. Okay, I started writing and then we had some issues, so I've started again. So we've just got the 2023, and again I'm going to write October, or just Oc, and this one is so that is that one. My writing is a bit scruffy with these extra fine nibs on these pens, but that's okay. There's a little bit of shading, but it's a very nice rich purple. Yeah. This poor pen is actually technically broken. As you saw before, oops, I can't get the lid back on. it doesn't click properly. It used to have a really nice snap and now it doesn't. And that's because a bit of this top ring has snapped off and it's now broken. It doesn't leak ink, but it's just, this lid doesn't seal very well. So this one is yeah. And this one, this is that vintage ink. It has a nice shade to it too. Okay. Now we have this one. This one's a bit tricky because I know the nib works in it. Because the nib is actually not the stub nib anymore. It's actually the fine nib from my other pen, from my other Vanishing Point pen. And it's worked fine throughout the time. I just know this ink is not working in this nib. And you'll see in 2 seconds. What is with all the ants? Go away. Seriously. So we'll give it a go. It may work, it may not, but I suspect you'll see exactly what I mean in 2 moments. And we have so as you can see, that's the problem I'm dealing with. Hard starts every time. Even if you've only put it down for a little bit, it's a hard start every single time. So you've got to always go back and redo it. And this is why I'm doing this book a bit, so I know not to use that color in that one again. So I'll make a little note here to dry for this one. And I will do an ink swatch next one. I really like this color. It just doesn't work in this pen. So we won't be putting it back in this pen. It's funny, it looks really wet there. You just can't win sometimes. So unfortunately my dip pen does scratch these pages a bit, which is a bit annoying because you can see those scratches in it, but that's nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to try a different fountain pen. That's disappointing because that would be really good as a swatcher, but it's, you can see that nib is scratching my paper, which is annoying. Which is this beautiful pen and beautiful ink. This is gorgeous. This is just a sample I've got, and this is the whole sample in here. I will be, when I run out of green ink, be looking at buying a bottle of this because I love this color in this pen. It's just, I mean, this isn't doing it justice. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Nope. that worked. I had to do a little drip out of the pen because the whole sample is now in that pen. But I mean, look how gorgeous that looks. It is a beautiful, beautiful colour. I really like it. So I like that. It's just a gorgeous green. Very pretty ink. So as you can see with the, that's the Robert Oster. So it's coming through a bit, but it's not too bad. That one, obviously there's shading, not terrible, but the darker bits you can tell are obviously shading. That's a citrus. On the back it's not terrible. What's we got going on here? Yeah, that's that's a smudge from this one, but that one's not too bad. That one I found can, as you can see, there's little points. It can get really quite dark, which is that Bay State, but otherwise it's fine. And then that one, because there was a bit of pooling there, it hasn't necessarily bled through. Well, as such. So that is all my currently inked pens and an ant. Go away. I don't know why. There's nothing here for you. For October. Now some of these might carry over into the next month. If they do, I won't put them in here. I'll just add the new ones that I've inked up for the month. So, and some are obviously finished, like this, I think that one's nearly out. That one's definitely out. This one's probably going to be out because it's annoying me too much. But these two are probably, these like bigger fills will probably last for a while. So yeah, thanks for watching.